So don't worry, I'm not going to read my whole post here, but I posted something in a 3i Atlas group. But I was just watching a video from Down to Earth with Christian Harloff. He's a great follow, so follow him on YouTube or on podcast form. But he was talking about Lou Elizondo, and then near the end of his video, he was talking about, just do an experiment. Ask your friends, just people you know, and then comment about it. But ask them, like, oh, what do you know anything about 3i Atlas? And he's like, everyone should know about that. And, that's what I would think too. But I was kind of talking about my experience and asking others' experience in this post. How many days ago was this? 2 days ago? And I'm asking you guys out there, for the 2 people watching this, what's been your experience with your friend group, co-workers, whatever? Do they know anything about 3i Atlas? Even if it's just, it's not even talking about if you think it's a natural or artificial object. Like, that's irrelevant. It's still a very, very incredibly interesting thing that's going on. Has nothing really to do with that, or it shouldn't anyway. So I'm just curious. But my experience, I've been posting about this on Facebook. I'll just kind of sum up what I read here. I've been posting about this on Facebook for a bit, and what I'm posting, it seems very interesting. Like, why would you not be interested in this thing or that thing when I post these different things about it? And never, like, not even one time has somebody ever said anything underneath that post. Nobody ever commented, nobody ever liked it, reacted, whatever. Like, not once. So I'll get to my story then. The other day, I don't know if it was like maybe 4 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that. So I live in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, or Two Rivers, but same area. And everybody on Facebook was saying how they saw a green shooting star at, I don't know, I think it was like 5:06 or 6:06 p.m. I think it was 5:06, but whatever. So people were talking about this. It was pretty awesome, I guess. I think maybe somebody has it recorded somewhere, maybe like a dash cam video or something. But a lot of people have seen it, and people have seen more since then. And actually, I saw one, I don't know if it was green or not, but I saw one a couple weeks ago. I was out walking with my daughter late at night, saw a nice, beautiful shooting star. She was looking down. She missed it. It was so cool, though. But anyway, so yeah, just a shooting star. Actually, I'll get to that post that was shared. So my friend, one of my friends anyway, shared a post. She shared this right here. Okay? Doesn't really give too much information on 3i Atlas, but it's green. Okay, so you see this green image. So she was saying in her post, I'm not going to like dox her out or whatever, or like, show her post or anything like that, make her feel bad. She's like, oh, what I saw that thing for like 1 second was probably this 3i Atlas thing. And then another person commented underneath that, and she's like, oh yeah, it must have been that. And I think she said that she even seen it too. Just the ignorance. I had to do a facepalm with that. It was so funny. Like, how are you so ignorant that you think and there was an interstellar object that you have seen? So, I mean, you have to have never, ever, ever have heard of 3i Atlas in order to think that. Now, yeah, I know this post doesn't really give a ton of information, but how are people that ignorant about it? So yeah, I just thought that was funny. And again, like with the UAP thing, even like nobody on my friends list on Facebook, like nobody, except for like 2 people, and those 2 people are kind of like more of a skeptical mindset, and they're Christians, by the way. They're like, oh, just focus on Jesus. Don't worry about this UAP stuff. It's not a big deal. That's the impression I get. One person even saying he's completely not interested, which is just bonkers crazy. I mean, there's so many reasons why you should be interested, even if you're not a Christian. But if you're Christian, it's all the more. Because, I mean, even if it's an adversarial thing, I'm not going to get into that whole big spiel again. But anyway, yeah, so guys, what's been your experience on this? It's just incredible to me that nobody seems to be paying attention to anything that's interesting. I mean, do I just have boring friends? And also, too, like, here, let me... This is a completely different post, but the age of disclosure, we'll get some information about that. It's been only 48 hours since the Prime Video release. This must have been obviously, whenever it was released earlier, a week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. Broke platform's all-time earnings record, surpassing the mark previously set by the Oscar-winning Free Solo. And there's been some other awesome things too, like I don't know off the top of my head, but it did things like it surpassed Jurassic World Dominion, which is a big blockbuster movie, and there's other things too. So it's doing really good apparently, but like not a single one of my friends is talking about it. Like nobody. And even if I talk about it and they see my post, they're not like, oh yeah, you know, I'm curious about that. I saw that movie, I rented it, whatever. Like nobody is talking about it. So I don't know what's going on, but you know, maybe I just have boring friends. But guys, what's been your like what have you been seeing regarding whether it's 3i Atlas, the UAP issue, which 3i Atlas can be in a way related to that issue. I mean, there's a lot of bleed over for sure, but just what do you think? Like, what have you seen? What's been your experience? I'm very curious to know. And I wonder if Christian Harloff is going to talk about that in his next video, because that was just crazy how, you know, he just happened to say that, and he's under the belief too that, oh, everyone should know about that. I mean, he's like, oh, everyone should be knowing about the drones, but even more so this. You know, he's annoyed just as much as I am. Like, why aren't people talking about this? Why aren't people reporting on it as much? So it's crazy. But yeah, let me know what you guys have experienced.